Welcome, folks. It's Wednesday, so that means we're here for Solely Voids. I cannot express to you how much progress we've made in the last week. It just feels like Christmas Day every day. There's always something new for us to challenge, but I will admit over the last day or so it's slowed down quite a bit because we are really pushing for that 6-star champion. But before we get into that, we did end up beating Brimstone 6. We ended up beating the More 2. I'm not going to click on it because it's going to show you the champion that I pulled from that Void Shard. So right now I'm going to cue right into the video of me pulling the shard that I got from beating the More 2 on normal. Alright folks, it's Friday the 10th. It's the 2X Ancients, and I already pulled them. So I got a couple epics, so some 4-star chickens. I also didn't play for about 12 and a half hours, give or take, because I got Adlin. And Adlin allowed me to get a free, 500 points in the Champion Chase tournament, maybe a little bit more than that. And then we're not going to be able to get this epic unless we go wild, but this Void Shard's burning an absolute hole in my pocket. Let's go ahead and pop it. I've been waiting all morning and all last evening. I got it yesterday at 5. It's noon the next day. I'm on lunch break. Give me something good. Come on, Bellor, Cold Heart. Something good. Come on, come on, come on. Give me the good. Let's go. Ooh. Let's go. Reliquary Tender. That's a good one. That's a huge W. We all know what she does. She continuous heal and cleanse. And then a revive with 30% turn meter. I'm going to have this chick built up for basically as soon as we can. Let's go. Good pull. I'll see you guys later. So as you can see, I got a Reliquary Tender. So that's an absolute fantastic pull. She brings so much. Obviously, the heal is huge. And so is the revive. But she also brings decreased attack on a pretty low chance. But it's just so helpful. But here, you can see the team that I actually ended up beating the More 2 with. I ended up 5-starring the Rock Beast. I just needed the 5th star, and I felt like my progression was going to halt. If I wasn't able to get this Void and just keep churning through my progress with different champions, which is really huge. So then, obviously, you can see here, we also were able to get the Teryx. And, I mean, this dude's good. For a rare, it's really been so much fun just playing the game and just being exposed to new champions that I have and being able to use them. Even in a very limited context, he's super helpful. I did choose to book him over all my other champions. He's the only one I booked. But this strengthen on all allies and then a counterattack on him is pretty clutch because he typically counterattacks, gives himself increased accuracy, and then that really helps him provoke. And as far as where I'm at in the game, 92 accuracy is mostly doing the job. With the increased accuracy, it's pretty clutch. But yeah, the Reliquary Tender, she will definitely be a book. She'll definitely get 6-starred. But this AoE, or not AoE, but rather this decreased attack has been pretty helpful. And actually getting it up to 30, 40, 50% is going to be extremely helpful, particularly in the clan boss. Yeah, in the clan boss, I feel like I'm making good progress. Really, most of my damage, though, is actually coming from Rock Beast, because I decided to re-gear him, and I put him in a poison set. I had a decent little poison set, nothing fancy. I did realistically probably force him into it a little bit, but he was still able to get a little bit of accuracy. But that poison set really, really, really is helping me make some gains in the clan boss damage. So some areas that I'm still struggling in would definitely be the spider. I was trying to push spider just to see how far I can get because I know the value of being able to farm stage 10. But not having an ability to nuke the spiderlings is huge. And the only time I can nuke the spiderlings is when a Boro has, I think it's our A1. Yeah, if it has 4 or more debuffs, it's going to AoE. And then the teams run really effectively. It's just, I can't regularly get 4 because currently the decrease attack is so low. The provoke doesn't land on the spider, obviously, and so we're really just down to, can Marquise land a decreased speed, and can Rock Beast land 3 poisons. But we do have a couple shots at the decreased speed. Obviously, our Boro does land some debuffs or decreased defense, but it's on that same ability. It's just a little bit wonky, so we haven't really sorted that out. So after I got the Reliquary Tender, I started grinding up all of the campaign. Obviously, we 6-starred it. That's where we got the second Void from. But we put a nice little push into hard. The problem is that I can't farm any of these without having 2 people in it. So unless I have Rock Beast and a Boro, I can't really efficiently farm. And I haven't done the math, so you need to comment down below. Is it more efficient for me to farm 4, 5, which is what I've been doing? That's the latest stage I can 100% farm with just a Boro and 3 food. Or is it better to just go as far as I can here, stage 6, with 2 champions I already have, and then farm food? I chose the first, but I don't really know what the right answer is. So comment below, tell me if you think I'm doing it right. But I was disappointed in myself because I really wanted to have a 6-star Oboro today to see what the progress I could make it. 6-star in the video, maybe get a couple brews in her and see what we can do. Because I have a ton of food made. So we're 1 5-star chicken away, and I already have the 4-star at level 40. I just need to get 4 other level 40s to feed into the Rock Beast, because in my vault I currently have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 5-star chickens ready to go. I just need the 4th one. I wasn't able to get it, and trust me, it was not due to effort. I've been grinding this account like crazy. To some extent, I've actually been neglecting my main account because I'm having so much fun with this. And so hopefully you guys are enjoying the content that I'm putting out with it as well. I'm choosing to keep some food champions in here, or fusion champions rather, because I'm going to try to push into getting the... Oh, what is it? Broadmaw? That Broadmaw, that's fusion, I think. Yeah, so I'm keeping all the common pieces, and like for my weekly account, or where I have to ascend a champion, I'm choosing to ascend these champions. So I'm easily able to fuse up another one of these, and I might just continuously fuse these guys over and over to fill up my faction guardians. And then I have started to get some of the pieces here to get my Broadmaw in the Tag Team Arena. So we unlocked Tag Team Arena, and it's okay. It's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be, because I'm just so used to looking at a team like this and being like, yeah, I'm going to obliterate it. But I don't have the champions to do it. So, like, this is a team that I'm saving. I'm out of my coins. And this is a team we can beat, but it's basically got to be one-man defenses. But I've grinded up a good amount, so I'm working on this guy first, just because he can help in faction wars, I'm sure, until I'm ready for the Broadmaw. Yeah, so there's just all these moving parts, trying to figure out who am I going to get and when I'm going to get them. I did choose to unlock the mine and level it all the way up, so I'm planning on playing this account for the long term, and I know the longer I have that mine, the better it is for me, so yeah. Tons of things going on, folks. I'm super excited. The last thing that I do genuinely need your advice. I'm going to crack these 2 void shards today. But I'm going to have 2 more on the way, because I'm at 25 with my 2nd referral, and on my 3rd referral, I'm going to have that. Do I wait with those 2 voids, not these 2, but the next 2, do I wait and see for like a 2x? Because I really think a Void Epic is going to really hammer my progression forward. Obviously, if I'm able to get like a Bellower or some other really sick Void Rare, that's going to help. But I really think any Epic's going to really do the dirty work for me. So, Comment below, after these 2 voids, should I hold onto my void shards for a 2x, or should I just pop them just to see who I can get and try to make progress immediately? Otherwise, what I think I would like to do is go and check out the arena. I don't necessarily have to manual, but I do have to kind of point them in the right direction. Okay, in a shield set's tough for me. But the team actually has a little bit of cohesion. Instead of a speed boost, it's more like she gets a cleanse going, and then he puts out the decreased speed AoE, and that's actually pretty good. Yeah, and so the team has a good amount of synergy. Yeah, so like that's a good win for us. But the team has a good amount of synergy. I think I have it put so she uses her A1. No, she just automatically uses her A1 first. And then we just try to get to the point where he can put out his provoke. Hopefully he stays alive. She cleanses on the second time around. AoE decrease speed. And we actually have a nice little aura and crit damage in all battles. So I think we go ahead and take our shot at this one. The UDK might be tough to kill, though. Obviously, it's not going to be in any stone skin. The fact that it's faster. Oh, boy. They had reaction, huh? Alright. Okay. This isn't looking good, but it's not impossible. See, that provoke is huge, because it just gives her a little bit of... Yeah, we're going to win this. So this guy, for early arena, obviously, very early, he's pretty good. He just buys us the extra turn because Oboro needs all of the turns she can get since she's only single target. Alright, folks, I probably kept you waiting long enough. Let's go ahead and yank these shards. If I could pick any epic, who would I want? Been thinking about this lately, and what I really want is an epic I haven't had to use in the past a lot. So don't get me wrong, if I pop off on a Eurogrim, I'm going to be hyped. He's good. But I used him a ton. He was like my first Void epic in my main account, and I've used him a ton, so I kind of hope I don't get him. I'd be kind of cool with the Skrank. I think he'd be pretty sweet. But ultimately, we want an AoE damage dealer. So, obviously, we get a Man-Eater that's going to help us with Clan Boss. I don't know why I never have really used a Sylar, so I think a Sylar would be a pretty cool champion to get. Would obviously help us out in a variety of content, just being a speed champion. Here we are. Okay, let's do this. Bellower, Cold Heart, Tree Shield Knot, Epic. Don't have an Epic yet. Come on. Who do we got? Okay. I think he's okay. He's got like a decreased attack. Yeah. So attacks an enemy 2 times, has a 50% chance of placing a decreased attack for 2 turns. That's okay, so Clan Boss. Attacks one enemy, places an increased crit rate buff on all allies if the target's killed, proportional to defense. Attacks all enemies, has a 50 up to 60% chance of a block buff for 1 turn. Damage increases according to this champion's max HP. To this champion's max HP. Weird. Huh. Honestly, he doesn't seem that good. He'll be usable, though. Especially Orc Faction Crypts, which is open now. But this is legit. This is very legit. This is going to help us out. He might be in there just for the speed lead. Okay. I'll use him. I will use him. Okay. Come on. Give me something better than that. Come on. Come on. Come on. What do we got? Okay, Skirmisher. I don't know anything about her. Attacks an enemy 2 times. Inflicts 15% more damage against targets who have no active buffs. That's a stinker. Attacks enemy 1 time. Decreases the target's turn meter by 20% if it's critical. Okay. Attacks all enemies. And then removes a random buff from each enemy. Unless that hits hard. That doesn't seem particularly good. Alright, I would say probably 2 less than ideal champions. Let's go. So, I do think I'm going to keep these Ancient Shards, Primals, and Legendary, or Sacred Shards for later on for when we maybe decide to do fusions, because like as you can see now, the fusion pool gives us a void. We never know when that's going to pop up, so I think I'm going to hang on to those shards for that exact circumstance. And otherwise, I think what I want to do is use up this energy and we'll be good to go. So here we can do a little bit of math right now. So we'll figure out that question that we had here. So this is a Boro 4-5 on hard. Alright, so I'm going to need something to write with so I can write this down. We're going to see how much experience everybody gets from this being completed. Because it is slow as well, just not having an AoE nuker. So being able to find somebody that can legitimately, you know, take out a whole wave with one hit is going to be pretty valuable for us. And unfortunately, we didn't pull that. So we're going to do a little math here. It's like a minute a run. So my breaks at work, I take a second, try to get a run in, so I'm using my energy. So, except for overnight, all my energy is getting used up every single day. Just trying to get a Boro to 6-star. Okay, so it looks like everybody is getting 3348. And that is 3348, and that's times 3 because that's efficiently going. I'll do that on the side. And so then now what we're going to do is we're going to go down to here. Hopefully don't remember what I can reliably farm. And we're going to put in, actually we'll just put in both of these guys. Okay. So I'm crunching that number a little bit on the side right now. 3348 times 3. So that's a 10,044. So I'm efficiently letting 10,044 energy go towards my chickens. Farming, I have a hard time believing this is going to be more than it. Looks like the time is roughly the same. Hopefully this is a 1. There we go. Yeah, that ability is so clutch. Yeah, they're both about a minute, give or take. So time-wise, it's not setting us back any. Okay, and so this, it's actually closer than it looks. So at 5160, yeah, it's going to be more. Because we have 5160 going to each champion. There's only 2 food champions. That's going to be more than 10,044. 5160 times 2. 10,000 by 300 energy, though. So, hey, folks, guess what? It's basically functionally the same. But we do get a little bit more silver, more than likely. So, huh. Weird. Guess I would have never thought of that. So, guess we answered our question that I had you comment down below. So, comment down below where you're right from the first time you gave me suggestions. Well, anyways, folks, my goals for the upcoming week is going to be pretty straightforward. What I want is, and it will happen because we're so close already, is that our Boro will be 6-star by the next time that we log in, not log in, but she's going to be 6-star by the next time I publish a video, and then we should be able to push a little bit further in the dungeons because of that. I will also have 2 void shards by the time our next video rolls around, maybe even more. Nope, I'll have 2 void shards by the next time it rolls around. Tell me, should I be saving those for a 2x? Or should I be popping those off? Because if I need to be popping those off, I surely will. We all know I don't hate a good summon session. So, thanks for stopping in, folks. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing the progress. Today we are going to just continue to get food until a Boro is at 6-star. Kind of lame. But that is the route that I'm going to go. It's going to give us the most progress. And stay tuned for next week on our next installment of Solely Voids. Thanks for stopping in. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out, and I will see you on the other side.